I, 31 male, am sitting here watching my entire relationship implode in real time, and honestly, I'm not even mad anymore. Just amazed at the audacity. Been with Jenna, 29, for 4 years, living together for 2. Her parents, Roger and Diane, have always been interesting. They act wealthy but constantly have cash flow issues. You know the type, designer clothes but always forgot their wallet. Last Tuesday, I'm at work when Jenna calls. Crying. Says her parents are in serious trouble. Some emergency medical situation with her dad. She's at their house. They need immediate help. And could she use my credit card for the copay? She already had the card. I'd given it to her for genuine emergencies months ago. Of course, babe. Family first. How much is the copay? Like, maybe 1,000? The insurance is being weird. Whatever they need. Take care of your dad. Now, I'm not stupid. The second I hung up, I logged into my credit card app. Set up instant notifications for any charge. Then I temporarily froze the card and set a $1,500 limit that would unfreeze for exactly 2 hours. If it was really medical, that would cover it. 2 hours pass. No charge. Weird. That evening, Jenna comes home acting strange. Super affectionate, cooking my favorite meal, kept refilling my wine glass. Red flags everywhere. How's your dad? I asked. Oh, much better. The insurance sorted it out. Didn't even need the card. That's great, babe. Except I knew she was lying. See, I also have this app that tracks when cards are attempted but declined. 3 attempts were made at Paradise Cruise Lines for $14,870. Each one declined. I didn't say anything. Just waited. Thursday comes around. I'm working from home. Jenna's in the shower when her phone starts blowing up. Like constant notifications. She'd left it on the coffee table, and while I wasn't going to check it, I could see her mom's contact photo appearing over and over. Jenna practically runs out of the bathroom, towel barely wrapped, grabs the phone. Her face goes white. Everything okay? I ask casually. Yeah, just mom checking in. She disappears into the bedroom. I hear muffled, frantic whispering. 15 minutes later, she comes out fully dressed. Hey, so my parents want to have dinner tonight. They want to thank you for being so supportive the other day. Interesting. Sure, what time? We get to this fancy steakhouse. Roger and Diane are already there, all smiles. Roger's ordering expensive wine. Diane's talking about their recent home renovations. No mention of any medical emergency. Halfway through dinner, Roger clears his throat. So, kiddo, he says to me. I hate when he calls me kiddo. We've got a small problem. There was a technical issue with our cruise booking. I almost choked on my steak. Cruise. Jenna jumps in. Dad, maybe not now. No, he should know. We booked this anniversary cruise months ago. 30 years married. But the payment isn't processing. Some banking error. We might lose our suite. Diane nods sadly. It's the presidential suite. We've saved for years. Roger leans in. Could you help us out? Just until the bank sorts this mess Monday? We'd pay you back immediately. I pull out my phone. How much are we talking? About $15,000. I tap my credit card app, pretend to check something. Let me check my limit. Oh wait, what's this? I turn the phone to Jenna. 3 declined charges from Paradise Cruise Lines on Tuesday. For $14,870. Weird. That's when Dad was having his medical emergency, right? Dead. Silence. Jenna's mouth opens and closes like a fish. Roger goes red. Diane starts stammering about misunderstandings. You told me your dad was sick, I said to Jenna, keeping my voice level. I offered help for medical bills, and you tried to use it for a luxury cruise. It was an emergency. Diane shrieked. We'd lose our deposit. A deposit on a presidential suite is not an emergency. Roger slammed his hand on the table. Now listen here. My daughter deserves better than some penny pinching. The daughter who lied to me? Who committed credit card fraud? Jenna finally found her voice. I didn't think it was a big deal. You have the money. Add. Past tense. As of Tuesday at 3:47 p.m. when you try to steal 15 grand. I stood up, pulled out my wallet, left cash for my meal. We're done. You can move back with your parents who apparently have money for presidential suites, but not their own credit cards. Update 1. The entitlement escalation has been something. First, Jenna didn't come home that night. Stayed with her parents. Good. Gave me time to think and plan. 1. Cancel the credit card she had access to. 2. Change my banking passwords. 3. Moved 90% of my savings to a separate account she didn't know existed. 4. Installed security cameras. Been meaning to do that anyway. 5. Took photos of everything in the apartment. Friday morning, 7 a.m. I'm having coffee when I hear a commotion outside. Look out the window. Roger's there with a U-Haul. Diane's directing Jenna and 2 guys I don't recognize toward our building's entrance. They're here to collect Jenna's things. Except she has a key, and I'm assuming she's planning to take more than just her stuff. I meet them at the door. Morning, everyone. Jenna, feel free to pack your belongings. I'll be here to make sure you only take what's yours. Roger pushes past me. We don't need your supervision. Actually, you do. This is my apartment. I'll be documenting everything that leaves. Diane scoffs. After how you've treated our daughter, you're lucky we don't take everything. Take anything that's not hers, and I call the police. I have receipts for everything. They spent 3 hours there. 3 hours. The entitlement was off the charts. Try to take the TV, mine, have the receipt. Attempted to grab my gaming console. Jenna uses it too. Diane literally unplugged my coffee maker. She bought this. No, she didn't. Roger tried to carry out my toolbox. Community property. We're not married. Genius. They argued the couch was theirs because Jenna picked the color. I documented everything with my phone. Every single item they tried to steal. Jenna mostly stayed quiet, but her parents kept getting more aggressive. Then Roger made a mistake. He shoved me. Hard. Right in front of my camera. That's assault. Leave now, or I call the police. You wouldn't dare, Diane hissed. I dialed 911, put on speaker. Hi, I need police assistance. My ex-girlfriend's father just assaulted me while they're moving out. They were gone in 5 minutes. But here's where it gets really good. Saturday afternoon, I get a call from my credit card company. Someone tried to use my old car number, the one I canceled, for a $3,200 charge at an electronics store. The charge was obviously declined, but they noted it for fraud. Then my neighbor texts me. Jenna's been telling everyone in the building that I'm abusive, that I financially controlled her, that she escaped a toxic situation. She apparently went to the building manager, claiming I illegally evicted her. Building manager called me. I sent him the lease, only my name. Sent him the text where she admitted to the credit card fraud. He told her to stop harassing tenants, or he'd involve the police. Sunday night, the real kicker. Roger sends me a Venmo request for $15,000. The description? Emotional damages to my daughter plus cruise rebooking fee. I screenshot it. Sent it to my lawyer. Friend. He laughed for 5 solid minutes. But they weren't done. Update 2. Monday was quiet. Too quiet. Should have known they were planning something. Tuesday, I'm at work when my boss calls me in. Someone sent an anonymous email to HR claiming I was embezzling company funds. The proof? Screenshots of my credit card statement showing large purchases. Except the screenshots were edited. Badly. They'd changed merchant names to make it look like I was buying personal stuff with the company card. Except I don't even have a company card. I'm in IT, not accounting. My boss literally laughed. Did your ex really think we wouldn't verify this? HR traced the email IP. Came from a computer at the public library near Roger and Diane's house. They're now banned from contacting my employer. Wednesday is when Jenna played her trump card. She posted on social media that she was pregnant with my child, and I'd thrown her out knowing this. Interesting, since she's been on birth control the entire relationship, and we hadn't been intimate in over a month. Dead bedroom situation that makes sense now. But her friends bought it. My phone exploded. Messages calling me a deadbeat, a monster, threatening me. Her cousin actually showed up at my apartment demanding I do the right thing. I posted one response. Happy to take a paternity test. Today. Let's go. Radio silence. Then Thursday happened. And this was pure poetry. I get a notification from my credit monitoring service. Someone applied for a credit card in my name. And another. And another. 7 applications in an hour. But here's the beautiful part. I'd already frozen my credit after the first fraud attempt. Every single application was auto-denied. and each denial was logged with the attempted applicant's information. Jenna had used her parents' computer, with her email, and their home address. That's federal fraud, like serious prison time fraud. I called Jenna. First time since the restaurant. You have 1 hour to call every one of those banks and withdraw the applications. 1 hour, or I file a police report. I don't know what you're talking about. Your email, your parents' IP address, your home address on the applications. Silence. 1 hour, Jenna. 45 minutes later, I get confirmation emails that all applications have been withdrawn. But the best part, the absolute best part, Roger and Diane's cruise, the one they saved for years for, it was non-refundable, and the sailing date was yesterday. They lost everything. 15 grand gone. How do I know? Diane drunk posted on Facebook about how evil wins and karma will come for those who hurt family, along with a picture of the cruise ship leaving port without them. Jenna texted me last night. One word, sorry. I didn't respond. Final update. This is it. The conclusion to this insane saga. After the credit fraud attempt, everything went quiet for a few days. I thought maybe they'd finally gotten the message. Nope. Sunday morning, I wake up to banging on my door. It's Roger, Diane, and Jenna. With a cop. Roger's telling the officer I'm holding Jenna's property hostage. Diane's crying about priceless family heirlooms. Jenna's standing there looking uncomfortable. The cop looks tired. Sir, they claim you have items belonging to Ms. Jenna. Officer, I have video documentation of everything she took when she moved out. I also have receipts for everything in my apartment. Would you like to see them? I show him a 3-hour video, sped up, on my tablet. Every single thing they took. The cop turns to them. Ma'am, did you take all your belongings? Jenna mumbles, yes, but... Then we're done here. Stop wasting police resources. Roger explodes. Starts yelling about lawsuits, connections, knowing people. The cop warns him about disturbing the peace. They leave. Monday, I get served. They're actually suing me. 4. Emotional distress. Lost wages. Apparently Jenna's too distraught to work. The crew's money. Theft of shared property. Defamation. $50,000 total. I forward everything to my lawyer friend, Tom. He says it's the most ridiculous lawsuit he's ever seen. He'll handle it for free just for the entertainment value. Tuesday, Roger makes his fatal mistake. He goes to my workplace, gets past security claiming he's my father-in-law with a family emergency, bursts into a client meeting I'm running, screaming about how I ruined his family and stole from his daughter. Security drags him out. Client is shocked. My boss is furious. The company lawyers get involved. Roger's arrested for trespassing. The company presses charges. He spent a night in jail before Diane bails him out. But it gets worse for them. Remember that cruise they lost? Turns out they'd borrowed money for it. From Diane's brother. $10,000 loan they promised to repay after their big tax refund. The brother's now demanding his money back. With interest, he's threatening to sue them. Jenna finally breaks. Calls me Thursday night, sobbing. They're insane. They're ruining my life. I can't do this anymore. Not my problem, Jenna. I'll drop everything. The lawsuit, everything. Just please, can we talk? Sure. With lawyers present. We meet Friday at Tom's office. Jenna looks exhausted. Her lawyer, clearly hired by Roger, seems annoyed to even be there. Tom lays it out. They drop all claims. Sign an agreement to never contact me or my employer again. Jenna admits in writing to the attempted fraud. They pay my legal fees, $3,000. In exchange, I don't press charges for credit card fraud, identity theft, harassment, defamation, Roger's assault. Their lawyer advises them to take it. Roger storms out. Diane follows. But Jenna stays. She signs everything. For what it's worth, she says quietly, the cruise was their idea. They've been planning it for months. Using you to pay for it. The medical emergency thing was their suggestion. And you went along with it. Yeah, I did. I thought I deserved nice things too. You did. When you earned them. She left without another word. Last I heard, Roger's facing criminal trespassing charges from my company. They're being sued by Diane's brother. Jenna moved in with a friend. They're trying to sell their house to pay debts. Roger's been fired from his job. Something about the arrest. Me? I'm doing great. Apartments never been more peaceful. Started dating someone new. Met her at a board game night. She insists on splitting every check and thinks the whole story is insanely hilarious. The cameras are staying up, though, and my credits staying frozen for a while. Oh, and the best part? That cruise they wanted? I looked it up. The presidential suite they claimed to have saved years for? It's the cheapest suite on the ship. They were lying about that, too. To everyone saying I went too far. They tried to steal $15,000. They committed fraud. They harassed me and my employer. They tried to destroy my reputation and career. All because I wouldn't pay for their vacation. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Peace out. P.S. Jenna, if you're reading this, and I know you are, your friend told me you've been stalking my Reddit. Your parents just asked my neighbor if they knew any investors for a can't-lose business opportunity. It's MLM. They're trying to sell MLM now. Just thought you should know.